But yeah, we've been over this before. Uh, Trigger warning for the things that you see on the screen right here. I'll let you guys read it carefully. 1, 2, and 3. Take care of yourselves. Now, is it capturing the audio? Yes, it is. Okay, good. So previously, we've got like a few endings. But there's still like several endings to get. There's still like 30 endings I have to get. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna get all of them, but we're gonna try and get some that I haven't gotten. Which is to not take the cat home. Let's see if I can get this. You are not ready. Okay, no, can't do that yet. No, just leave the cat. Completely ignore it. Alright, we're gonna try doing this. We did already attempt going to watch the movie, but we're gonna go to the new cinema first. You don't know why, but you don't really feel great about the idea of being alone right now. Deciding to wait for the movie you've been anticipating to see available on DVD or streaming, you joined the long line outside the new cinema. By the time you reach the ticket booth, you just want to get inside. So you pick a movie at random and take your ticket from the tired-looking teenager manning the booth. The decor is chicken sleek and the inside is bustling with people. It's not what you're usually into, but it's kind of nice not being alone. And you feel a little lonely watching families and groups of friends laughing among themselves. You get some popcorn, but the lines in concession stands are long and the prices are criminal already. All this sounds very familiar. I think this is the same. We'll see if it plays the same. Yeah, it plays out the same. Okay. We're gonna blend in with the crowd. Think fast, you look at the screen and begin to chant in tandem with the crowd. Yeah, You feel the harshness of a collective gaze start to ebb away. The air in the theater becoming lighter once again. You release air shakily, just realizing that you've been holding your breath earlier. You feel stuck. Surely you can't just give up and leave now. Not after whatever all that was. The people around you seem fine now. But there's no telling if they get aggressive at you for even moving too much. Never mind outright getting up and leaving. There are probably people in here confused at why I just skipped to here. You decide to let this run its course. Hopefully someone will come along, right? Or at least turn the film off. You continue to chant along with everyone. You start to feel lightheaded. You feel as if you could fall asleep, but your eyes don't feel heavy in the slightest. You try to look around and gauge the other's emotional state, but you can't seem to look away from the screen. You try again, but you're still locked into eye contact with the cat on screen. You attempt to physically force your line of vision away. You steel your nerves, ready to throw yourself to the ground if you need to, but your body only gets as far as tensing up a moment before completely loosening itself again, making you lay back limply into your seat. You think you should be panicking right about now, but even your brain feels limp. Your thoughts of vaguely muted pastel pink, airy, sickeningly sweet, and loosely spun, like cotton candy. You like cotton candy. You think you shouldn't mind your thoughts and body being like cotton candy either. So, why get up and ruin that? It's nice here. You're more at peace than you ever felt before in such a crowded room. Still chanting, you never felt so aligned and in tune with another person. Let alone with the entire room. full of complete strangers. You're not you're not alone. Out the corner of your eye, the person next to you starts to sink back even further into the chair. Then they sink more. And then more. Not like they're slouching or reclining, but more like they're deflating. Their skin bunches up in wrinkles like fabric, as if their muscles, their bones, have started to disintegrate. Their eyes dim before sinking into their sockets. Their mouth, still attempting to chant, falls open over a cutoff. Yeah. Gaping as the word ends with an awful hiss, a final, weak release of air. You muse thoughtfully about whether or not you should be distressed at the sight. But even then, the blanket of peace doesn't leave you. Suddenly, from the pile of skin of clothes next to you, you see a lump moving forward. You watched in dazed fascination as the lump makes its way to the part of the skin where the head used to be. And out of the mouth crawls a tiny black kitten. You can hear the familiar hissing sound all around you now as the unified chants start to fade, only to be replaced with a faint mewing of kittens. They all turn into cats. Finally, your voice is the only one still chanting, still human, and alone. Again. You don't want that. You can't go back to that. Not again. Not again, please. Just then, you go completely limp. Your body feels light, but it might as well weigh several tons. Because you realize quite suddenly that you can't move. Not an inch. You can't shift your eye to look around. You can't even breathe. But somehow, the chant continues to creak weakly from your mouth. A few kittens come forward and perch themselves on the chairs around you, watching your sinking body, mewing as they wait for their youngest sibling to emerge. From you, dozens of glowing eyes peer down at you. And as your eyes start to cave into the sockets of your softening skull, you manage to make out the silhouette of a familiar cat perching on the seat right in front of you. Your vision finally fades. And as that same hiss of air expels itself from your mouth, the last thing you sense is something small and alive, shifting eagerly under your skin. Ending 18, happy birthday! This game is bizarre. Okay, I do know one scenario that I have not done entirely, but I feel like I'm gonna not like it. Go to the dog park. I got a bad feeling about this one. You decide to take a stroll in the park or something. The only one within walking distance is the nearby dog park. You think it'll make you feel better. First, you get to see a cute cat today, now you'll get to see a cute dog. Several of them, in fact. The park is bustling with owners and their canine companions, playing frisbee, fetch, running, jumping, and even napping. Such cute whatever. Like you'd want anything to do with these mangy mutts. What's wrong? You didn't think that? You decide to move on. The dogs are also adorable. You want to pet every single one you come across. But you know not all owners are cool with strangers just walking up and manhandling their pets. Not all dogs appreciate it either. So you stroll around the path, trying to exude a welcoming aura that will beckon one of these cute doggies to you. You don't have to wait very long. You stop as the smallest, cutest puppy you've ever seen scampers up to you, blocking your path. What are these options? Kick the puppy, kill the puppy, eat the puppy, pick up the puppy. I don't like any of these options. I'm gonna pick it up. You pick up the puppy and... Hold on. You just barely managed to rein in the reflex to throw the puppy as far away from you as possible. That is fucked up. I knew I wouldn't like this. With shaking hands, you quickly place the puppy on the grass and take several jerky steps back. The owner seems confused by your reaction to their puppy, but you just wave at them in a daze before hastily stumbling away. You're not feeling so great about being at the park at the moment. Maybe you should leave. Yeah, let's leave. Oh god. Hi. Good. I think let's go back. Do I really want to do these options? No. Yes, leave. Now what? I don't think we checked out all of the carnival. We can do that. Do something else. That barely spending a day off and wandering around staring at weird mirrors. Oh, nope, that's the only one. Okay. Well, there is another option in the movie. We'll do that. Full theater. Yeah, we encounter this guy. We're just gonna see what happens if we just keep moving to another spot. Like, he'll just sit there. You move again. And again, they sit right in front of you. You personally annoyed with a little humiliated. You're just getting a kick out of this or something? You waste enough time with this jerk that you don't even know what's going on in the movie anymore. Okay, so we have to confront the stranger. Alright, we're gonna confront them. We're great with this creepy thing. And then he chases us while doing this ominous mewing. So we're gonna look behind. Despite your resistance, you feel your head turning to look back at it of its own accord, while in the middle of the street. You catch a glimpse of the grotesque-looking person standing behind the glass doors of the old theater, watching you intensely, cradling something in their arms. Something familiar. But... Oh! We got run over. A glimpse is all you get, as a truck speeds towards and crashes into your body. Well, you're killed on impact, your body splattered across the road and crushed further under the heavy tires. Ending 16, poor screening arrangements. What? Oh. Hi. That's, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was just so tired of everything. Not you. Never you. But I couldn't be the person you deserve. Couldn't ever hope to be. You were so amazing. Smart, talented, independent. You shined. But in comparison, damn it. So stupid. So worthless. But when it approached me, it didn't tell me that it wanted me. It needed me. Maybe that's what I wanted all along. Wanting could be so fleeting, but to be needed? There was nothing I wouldn't give to have someone tell me that I mattered to them. That they needed me. You're walking. Right, of course. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. And you're actually glad that you did. Birthday, that's a good sign, right? Okay, so now it's just repeating. That was weird. Like, I clicked load, right? What the heck was that intro there? He's a cat. Should have been obvious. Pretty black eyes, shine like gold. Pause. So familiar? Yep. Don't take it home. Can I do this option? Not ready. Okay. Let's attempt playing with the cat again. Or buy a toy. After being out in this alley all alone, who knows how long, you personally think your fur friend deserves something special. I'll be right back, okay? You quickly leave the alley and rush to a nearby pet store. You browse through all the different toys for cats. There are so many to choose from, plush and bright colored and scented with catnip. But you realize that most of the toys aren't meant for a cat to play with alone. You can't stay in the alley playing forever, and you can't exactly afford to get another cat as playmate. Another. That's it. You know exactly what to get now. After a quick and successful search for the store, you make your purchase and rush back to the alley, eager to show off your find. I'm back. The alley feels even gloomier after spending time in direct sunlight. Makes you feel that much prouder of your gift. You skip over to the cat and dig in the store's plastic bag. I've got something for you. Cat leans up, curious of the bag's contents. You pull out your gift to the cat. Ta-da! It's a small cat plushie. The plushie is light orange cream color with burnt and sepia stripes. The plush making it resemble a tabby cat. The synthetic fur is soft, but not unrealistically so. And large eyes are pale green, more subdued than you would have expected for a toy. There's no denying it's just a plushie, but the thoughtful details still make it almost uncanny to the real thing. Which makes it perfect. A companion for the cat, and one you could actually afford. Win-win. That's not all. You give the plush a little squeeze, and the cat looks unimpressed. Well, you think it's cute. Guess your purchase wasn't so successful after all. Out of auctions and lower on cash, you awkwardly place the plushie in the box next to the cat. You get up and turn to leave. Your few steps away when you hear an electric meow behind you. Huh? You turn to see the plushie on the ground next to the box. The cat is watching him closely, staring. You sigh and go to pick up the stuffed toy. You really do just want attention, don't you? You hold up the cat doll, examining it a little. It looks a little different. Oh, did it just look at you? Oh no. Oh! The plushie somehow opens its sewn-on mouth before biting into your wrist. Stop! You try to fling it off, but its grip on you is strong as it drinks your blood, ravenous and frantic. You hit against the concrete walls of the alley. You try to tear at its sturdy fabric. Hey, son. But try as you might, you can't seem to hurt it or make it stop. It's just a toy after all. Eventually, you start to feel faint. enough to collapse to your knees in defeat. The stuffed doll is drinking more calmly now, as if its previous aggression had been mere reaction to your desperation. It seems satisfied that you're no longer putting up a fight. You think you blacked out for a second, because you're still sitting next time you're conscious. Your eyes are closed. You feel so weak. You have to use all your strength just to pry open your eyes, and when you do, you see a kitten. Its fur a familiar orange cream with burnt sepia stripes. It's laughing at your wrist. The kitten lifts its head and looks at you with piercing, pale green eyes. It mews at you with a high squeaky pitch, mouth covered in blood. It'd be downright adorable if it weren't about to die from blood loss. The cat strolls into your line of vision and picks the kitten up. It gives you an indecipherable look before turning away. The cat carries the kitten back to the box and starts to carefully and dutifully clean it. You sway and find you can't right yourself before falling to the ground. It would seem that in the end, you'd gotten a cat a playmate after all. Ending 34, Living Doll. Alright. Don't take home. Play with cat. Check pockets again. We're gonna do this one. I'm sorry. Oh, it remembers when I did that last time. I'm gonna use your phone. Yep, the photo montage. Yeah, we did the phone thing before, but I'm going to choose some different options. Hang on, do something else. I guess I could stay a little longer. Okay, it just brings me back to this option. Alright. Nope, can't do that yet. Look around the area. You search around, but there's really nothing behind that looks interesting enough to the cat to play with. Maybe... how about a game? You sign a game you've known since childhood. Red light, green light. A classic. Teaching the cat how to play might be a bit of a challenge, but you get the feeling the feline's natural hunting instincts will help it along. You walk to the entrance of the alley, the cat meowing at you. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Take the box cat into the wall above an open dumpster and then slam the dumpster closed and put a bunch of cinder blocks on top of the lid. I guess I could do that, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Red light. You spin around. The cat has left the box, tilting its head at you in curious confusion. Keep playing. You try again. This time you go a bit slower. 1, 2, 3. Red light. When you turn around this time, the cat is out of the box. The cat freezes under your stare, as if it thinks you can't see it if it doesn't move. So cute. Satisfied the cat is getting the hang of the game, you turn again, speeding back up. 1, 2, 3. Red light. You turn around. The cat is a few steps away from the box now, peeking out from behind a dumpster. Its eyes trained rather intensely on you. Well, at least it's having fun. You turn again, and feel a sudden chill run down your spine. You feel silly. but you count counting just a little faster this time. 1, 2, 3, red light. Whirling around after saying red light, you look at the cat. It's halfway down the alley, closer to you now, but it's as if the perspective of what you're seeing is off somehow. Doesn't the cat look a little bigger? Its pupils are thin slits now. Something's not right. The cat meows at you again, but it sounds much deeper than earlier. It's crouched down, as if poised to lunge forward. Your breath shudders a little as your heart starts to race. Your foot instinctively shifts back. You freeze immediately. Cat looks patient. It wants to keep playing, but you gulp and turn around. If you gulp and turn around, swiftly counting and turning again as you gasp out. 1, 2, 3, red light. The ground shakes as you whirl back around. You find yourself staring at the long surface of black fur. You slowly look up, and up, and up. You see a giant, shadowy figure leaning down from its position hunched over you. No, not like that. Fangs dripping with saliva, claws crushing into the concrete walls of the alley. Its glowing eyes are unblinking as they look back at you. It's glowing, the cat waiting for your next turn. But it's so close. If you turn around now, you don't want to play anymore. Run or back up. Probably run. You don't even finish turning around before claws grip your torso, digging in and piercing the soft flesh of your stomach with ease. As you are lifted into the drooling, gaping jaws above you, you can't help but think that there must have been another way out of this. But pointless regrets are pretty typical for you, aren't they? Ending 32, Fear Quitter. We're gonna try that again. I want to see what happens if you do the other one. Okay, we're going back up this time. Keeping your eyes trained on the giant looming over you, you take a step back. No, that's cheating. Restore backup EXE. Begin restoration. What? What the fuck? What are you doing? Stop! You'll break every... The cat stares as you keep eye contact and back up. You step back and back. And as you take one more step back out of the alley... What the fuck? Error. 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 The world outside the alley seems to be broken. What exactly did you do? Error found. Oh, that was an interesting ending. Alright. How much more can I do with playing the cat? Hi there, Moonikins. Welcome. I breathed too much air. Is this ending still the same? Oh, I see. That I had the option to pick up the plushie that I bought for it. I'm gonna leave this time. Ungrateful little monster. You huff an annoyance. You're welcome. Shaking your head, you turn to leave once again. Ah! When a sharp pain lances up your arm. Yeah! Crying out, you grab at your arm, only for it to fall off. The cat turned me into a marketable plush. Your arm just falls right off. You stare in shock at your severed limb on the ground, gathering your courage. When you turn to look back where your arm had once connected to the rest of you, only to see not blood. It's cotton. Touching it, the stump doesn't even hurt. That is until the same thing happens to your other arm. Ah, God! Ah! When you fall, when both of your legs succumb to the same nonsensical fate, crying out the agony that comes and goes like it never happened. As if you're not currently laying on the dirty ground of an alley, limbless. What in the world is going on? Can't make sense of it. Can't think straight. The pain has receded, leaving you with a strangely empty pit in your stomach. Considering you still have a stomach and it wasn't replaced with. As you lay back, helpless and still in shock, staring at the sky, a cat's face appears in your line of vision. Ow! It lunges at your torso and starts biting and clawing into your chest like you're a chew toy. It doesn't hurt anymore. You feel like it should. You're not sure if you're glad that it doesn't. Eventually, you feel the cat pull something out of you. A small doll that looks very, very familiar. It's hard to tell, but that doll that's you, isn't it? The cat hops off you and heads back to the box with its prize. At least you think so. Everything's too dark. Hell. You wake up and find that you can't move an inch. You can't look around. You can't even breathe. Though none of those realizations seem to be a problem, all you can see is the face of a familiar-looking cat rolled around you, purring in its sleep. We became the cat's toy. For some reason, this doesn't bother you. You're not sure why you feel like it should. You try to latch on to your thoughts in your head that feel like memories of another life, another time, another you. But the thoughts slip away like forgotten dreams. Oh well, that's fine, isn't it? You're just a doll after all. And a doll's role isn't to have silly thoughts or to remember unimportant things, but to be a companion. And judging from the cat's contented purring, you seem to be performing your role perfectly. You're filled with an overwhelmingly strong sense of pride at this fact. And so you too feel content. You know what? You know what? Honestly, after all the stories I've seen from this game, this one's probably the good ending. The most good ending. Anyway, don't take a cat home. Are there any other options to feed the cat? We don't want to check pockets. What's this one? Not yet. What? Look around the area. Glance in the dark, dingy alley. Only see garbage bags, trash bins, empty cardboard boxes, and scattered litter here and there. If there were something for a cat to eat, surely it would have found it by now, right? But you don't want to just give up so easily. You keep looking. You look and only see garbage. You sniff and only smell garbage. You listen. You just barely make out the sound of a faint scurrying by a trash bin a few feet away. Quietly, oh so quietly, you creep over to the bin. And you lunge. You aren't very graceful in your attempt. You stumbled and knocked over a stack of nearby boxes full of more trash. But as you stand up, grasped in your hand, is a small mouse. The mouse squeaks and shrieks in distress, wriggling and struggling desperately in your grip. You're holding it too tightly and carefully for it to be able to bite or scratch you, though. It wears itself out eventually and looks up at you with black eyes. It's completely at your mercy. You mouse to cat. The mouse looks scared, as if it can sense your intentions. It weakly starts to struggle again. I feel bad, but circle of life. The mouse is reluctant. Feed mouse to cat. You feed the mouse to the cat. The cat tears it apart instantly. The mouse pain squeaks and squeals pierce through until you are abruptly cut off. Satisfied, the cat mews happy at you, red tinting its fangs. The cat curls up in its now bloodstained box and goes to sleep. You take the chance to leave. A well-fed cat will likely follow you home after all. And cute as that cat is, you really can't afford a pet right now. Still feeling a little guilty about the mouse, you decide to just go home. It's the circle of life. Why would you feel guilty? After a long walk home, you finally enter your apartment. Hi, Teeny. We're playing like a horror visual novel game. A lot of trigger warnings with this one. But yeah, welcome. You head straight for your room and collapse on your bed, falling to a fitful sleep. Later, you wake up. Human interference of the circle, though. Nah. There's squeaking and scurrying noises all around you, so loud and constant, they sound like screams. In the darkness of your room, you see the shifting shadows of hundreds of mice surrounding your bed. You try to run. Ah! You cry out as twin laces of pain race up your legs. You fall off the bed in your attempt to escape, the hordes of mice dodging you as you crash to the ground. You can't stand up. Looking back and squinting in the dark, you're just about to make out the source of your pain. The flesh and tendons of your heels and ankles are mangled. Jesus. Bitten through your socks. No, leave me alone! Desperate, you crawl with only your arms towards the door. The mice descend upon you, biting into your skin, gnawing away pieces of you. You start to fade in and out of consciousness, but you still reach up for the doorknob. Your arm heavy, weighed down by the mice clinging to it with the little claws and tiny feet. You manage to jostle the knob enough for the door to slowly swing open. Flop. But your outstretched arm suddenly falls to the ground, lifeless. The mice manage to chew through the flesh and bone of your now dismembered limb. As a few mice creep forward to curiously inspect your arm, you stare blankly at it for a moment before sliding your gaze up. In the newly opened doorway sits a familiar-looking mouse. It stares at you, the darkness in its beady black eyes. You can't begin to measure their depths, nor the hatred pouring out from within them. All of it aimed at you. Ah! You collapse, head hitting the floor as your other arm is eaten away as well. You're not sure how you're still conscious. The pain should be indescribable, and yet you just feel a cold sense of loss. The mice have clustered along your back now, gnawing and ripping their way between your shoulder blades, into your back, into your chest. Cough, cough. You weakly cough up blood. They must have damaged something important. You feel something being pulled out of you. And in between the moments of blankets of darkness fade out, your vision. It's gonna be hard, isn't it? You hear something wet plop on the ground in front of you. You pry eyes open and see it in front of the mouse. Uh-huh. Weirdly shaped red with your blood and pulsing, and oh, that's your heart, isn't it? The other mice all descend upon, abandoning your half-eating body. You're losing a lot of blood. You feel sleepy, but you also feel anger? Yes, so much anger. How dare they? How dare they? The last thing you see before your vision fails you, the pair of glowing eyes leering from the darkness beyond the doorway. You can hear squeaks and shrieks of horror, or shrieks of terror all around you. Low yowls, deep snarls, gnashing teeth, tearing flesh. As your remaining senses leave you, you smile weakly with the last of your strength, when something with soft, slightly damp, and sticky fur nuzzles your cheek. Good kitty. NA-27, well fed. That's what happens when you catch a mouse in the alleyway and feed it to a stray cat. The other mice will rise up and just eat you. Not take the cat home. Eat. We're gonna spare it. Are you sure? Yeah. You can hear the cat's stomach growling. It must be so hungry. It must be starving. You know the cat is hungry. Why are you hesitating? You caught prey for the cat's sake, didn't you? Are you really going to value the life of a filthy rodent more than a cat's? Ah! You're mocking me, aren't you? Last chance. Hand over the prey. Now. Nah. You let the mouse go. It scurries away, squeezing into a tiny hole in the wall, but you don't pay it much mind. You don't flinch as the giant clawed paw slowly falls in front of you, blocking your path to the alley's entrance. Not that you had any delusions about escaping. The cat is hungry, after all. You close your eyes in acceptance as the paw gently pulls you back, and chomp. Ending 26, a life spared. Oh, this changed. Yeah, let's hit continue, see what happens. Okay, no, it's the same. Okay, so I think this is still grayed out. Not yet. I know if I check the pockets, it's gonna do that chocolate thing. Bar chocolate. I'm sorry. You find a chocolate bar. Is it? Nope, it's not even expired. Quite the find indeed. No, it's just gonna do that ending again. Oh, there's a second option here. I guess I shouldn't have sped up through all that then. I forgot about this second option. So basically, we offer chocolate to the cat and then realize, oh, we shouldn't do that. That's toxic. And then as we're like heading home, all these cats start following us and judging us for giving the cat chocolate. And I think at this point we like begged for forgiveness, or did I go inside? I think I went inside. You collapse to your knees and bow down as you start to earnestly beg for their forgiveness. I'm so sorry, I swear. I did do anything to make it up to all of you, but you all have options suddenly. You feel something stir in your stomach and swim its way up to your throat, closing off your airways. It tries to force its way out of your esophagus. It only succeeds with aid from your helpless gagging. Blarg, what the? Lie on the ground in front of you. We just coughed up a fish. You just threw up a living fish. What the hell? The cats come rushing forward, all tearing hungrily at the fish. They're happy to finally be of help, truly. But how? You throw up another fish. Blarg. And another. And another. Okay, so the other ending to this was we turned into a fish when we went inside. We fed the cats that way, and I guess now we're like barfing up fish. Your stomach hurts, you're getting dizzy, you fall to your knees. Tears and snarls streaming down your face by the time you cough up a final tiny bloody fish and collapse forward. Your throat and stomach both burn in a way that feels dangerous. You start to fade out. Despite the pain, you strangely feel a more overwhelming sense of hopeful pride, that you made up for your disgusting actions, that you've been forgiven. The sound of happy cats munching away at their fish fills your ears. Then, you feel something being nudged into your hand. It feels like it's a bar of chocolate you found in your pocket. You smile weakly. You successfully atoned, but you don't really have the strength to eat your reward. Sadly, the last thing you take in your mouth as you leave this mortal coil doesn't get to be that of chocolate or raw fish. Penny 24, fishing for pardon. Sure, either way, something ends up being vored. Shut up. I am not ready. Don't run away from the cat. You tried. Didn't work. If someone's helpful, its tail swishing faster, it leans a little more towards you, as if eager for your next move. Hey. It's strange. The more you hesitate to leave the alley, the more you find yourself wondering. What's the point? You'll go where? Do what? What's the point where you're always doing all of it completely and utterly alone? Even going home to your apartment wouldn't help, would it? One bedroom, one bathroom, and one you living alone in it. Been like that for so long. So long. You're startled when you feel an impossibly soft paw press lightly against your wet cheek. You didn't realize you'd been crying, or that your little breakdown had literally brought you to your knees, right in front of the cat's box. You feel slightly embarrassed, but the cat responds as if it can sense your self-deprecating feelings creeping in. It pressed its paw on your cheek 3 times in quick succession, as if trying to slap you out of your melancholic state. But they're so light, the slaps feel more like getting gently and eagerly petted. You can't help but laugh a little. Can't believe I'm having a meltdown in a dirty old alley with a stray cat comforting me. You smile and show your gratitude with a scratch to the cat's chin. Thanks, I'm fine, really. That just happens sometimes. I really do like being alone most of the time. It's the only time I feel comfortable being myself, you know? Even I get lonely every now and then. It's easy to ignore when I'm keeping myself busy. That's why I pushed myself to go out today, I think. Or maybe I was hoping to make a friend or something. So I guess that wouldn't be a good idea. I doubt someone like me would make it for a very good friend to anyone. Okay, maybe I won't go as far as say that, but you stay and just talk to the cat. about anything that comes to mind. Your isolation, your loneliness, your many fears, your losses, your emptiness. Although, the longer you stay there, the smaller that one significant emptiness feels. And so long as someone just listened. Your words shift to gentler topics, your hopes, your dreams, happy memories of the past. As you talk, you don't even notice the once cold concrete walls of the alley becoming fleshlight. Warm and pink, its softness slowly engulfing the both of you. The sound of your own voice feels hypnotic as it reaches your ears, encouraging you to speak more of the depths of your heart into the open. You give in easily. When you do run out of words, you're not sure how long you've been sitting there. But not knowing doesn't seem to bother you. Still, a strange question enters your mind. Leave and go home? Why would I want to do that? You're too tired to move. Pouring out your heart and soul has taken a surprising toll on you. But you have no regrets. You're so happy. You don't think you've ever felt so heard, so seen. You lean forward to rest your head on the box. You don't feel the rough cardboard you were expecting. Instead, you find yourself resting on a mass of something. Something soft and slightly damp and warm. So warm. You can't find it in you to care on what it could be. You're so tired. You close your eyes, and you get the feeling that they'll probably never open again. But as that all-encompassing warmth encases you slowly, completely, you feel nothing but pure contentment. Ending 22, not alone. Stop staring at me like that. Alright, I guess major trigger warnings for when we go to the dog park. I'm going to be selecting one of those things I don't want to see. It's for the endings. I'm going to eat the puppy. That's disgusting. I think I'm going to be sick. There's no way I'd ever do that. No, that's horrible. There's no way I would ever do that. What? It's just a puppy. There's no way I'd ever do that. You picked up the puppy and drop it. Ah! Terrified you dropped the puppy to the... I'm so upset. But then again, I'm glad that it wouldn't let me do those options. I am so glad. You immediately feel horrible, wincing guilt at the tiny yelp it releases upon hitting the ground. The owner shoves you aside with a cutting glare and storms away with her puppy. I'm sorry! Call out, but they don't turn back or respond. Not that you expected them to. You deserved it. You're not feeling so great about being at the park at the moment. Maybe you should leave? Mine's if I stay. You stay at the park! You try to calm down by watching all the dogs as far as you walk into the path. Very so often will run up into you. And when they do, they look wrong. Their owners don't seem to notice. You find a bench and sit down for a quick break, closing your eyes. Maybe it wasn't the best idea after all. Maybe you should have stayed with me instead. You're broken out of your thoughts when something lands gently on your lap. You look down to see a frisbee in your thighs. Hey, I'm sorry about that. Can you throw it back? You look up to see the owner waving at you in the distance. But more importantly... Oh, whoops, I accidentally clicked through that. Can I go back? I can. A series of excited barks jerks your gaze towards you, and you see a large dog sprinting towards you. Whoa. Oh god. Oh. What fun faces this dog has. A series of excited bursts jerks your gaze forward, and you see a large dog sprinting towards you. Hey, hurry, throw it back. Oh, leave, leave, leave. Okay, you didn't give me time to answer. That got me. The dog suddenly bounds at you, angry, ferocious. It tears your limbs. Bit of the smile virus going on there, huh? Was that real? You're not feeling so great after being at the park in a little bit. Maybe you should leave. Oh no, we're gonna stay. You stay at the park. I ain't leaving. Throw. You throw the frisbee and the dog runs the opposite direction, jumping, catching it right out of the air. Impressive. The dog and the owner walk up to you. Thanks for that. You can pet him if you want. The dog looks like the egrets of the word and pets for the frisbee. Should I? Leave, pet dog. Really? Are you sure? I'm warning you. Do not touch that mutt, or you will regret it. Pet the dog. Oh, that's a good boy. Pet the dog. You reach out your hand, and you pet the dog. The dog seems pleased. You don't feel well. Suddenly, the sky begins to darken rapidly. You look up along with all the pet owners to see that the sun has been eclipsed by the moon with a blink of an eye. You vaguely remember that you should never look directly at an eclipse. But for some reason, you don't look away. A loud, piercing meow fills the air, shaking the ground beneath you. You instinctively move to lift your hands in order to shield your ears, but on the hand that has been cautiously pressed upon the dog's head comes away with some resistance. Resistance like sticky slime, almost cementing your head to the dog's head. The slime stretches your movement. The dog's head stretches with it too, as the canine begins to just melt. It melts and melts, until it becomes a pile of goo at your feet. You dazedly look around the dog's owner, only to find an empty pile of familiar clothes where they once stood. You see familiar piles of goo scattered all across the park's open field. All the dogs, all their owners. The melted goo of the dog in front of you then starts to move. A shudder. It slithers across the grass toward the field in the center of the park. All the other piles of goo falling after it. They mix and meld together into a single entity that shifts and undulates and bulges and grows. You watch in dazed horror as it then fills out and shapes itself. Into a behemoth of a dog. Snarling and frothing at the mouth, red eyes frantic, searching. Before the glowing orbs land directly on you. The rumbling growl it emits is so low and deep, you can feel the sound of it crash into you. Leave the park? That's if I don't click it and just leave it here. We'll see what happens. I ain't leaving. Don't click the moon. Petting the dog. I don't think you can see my mouse. My only option is to leave the park, I guess. Alright. No. You had your chance. Better start running. You try to run, but you're not fast enough. The behemoth barely takes a few leaps before it already towering over you. It tears you apart until there's nothing left. Ending 21, Dog Person. We're gonna go back to the dog park. Take out the puppy. Drop it. Stay at the park. Let's see if there's any other endings. Also, we just leave now. Good, and don't come back. Okay, it just takes us back here. We've seen how those that played out. I feel like there's more to this dog one. Right, we're only given the option to pet the dog. Then we just leave. Good. Okay, now there's nothing. Yes. I don't remember if there's any more to take the cat home. Let's take the cat home this time. Well, why not? Do something with cat. I don't remember what all we did with when taking the cat home. I think we've already attempted petting the cat. Let's do something else. Feed the cat. Cat looks hungry, so you decide to feed it. You're regretting not stopping for food earlier, as you don't have much left. Grocery shopping day is tomorrow, after all. You head to the kitchen and click your tongue, ensuring the cat follows you. It leaps nimbly into the kitchen and counter, and watches you search for meal options. Let's see. You find some things you expect. Can of tuna in the pantry, some leftover meatloaf in the fridge, and... what's that? You realize there's a tightly sealed Tupperware on the bottom shelf of the fridge. You don't recognize it. A foul odor is leaking from the container. Whatever's inside can't be safe for human consumption. But the cat seems excited about it, practically salivating over it. Still, you're the caretaker here. You're the one who needs to decide what's best to feed a hungry cat. Hello, Ractoony, welcome. Bit of a trigger warning for this game. It's a visual novel horror. A lot of dark stuff with it. I guess I'm just going to see if I can get all the endings and figure out what the ultimate ending is for this. And then there's like 2 other random indie games I'm going to check out. But yeah, welcome. I'll get a mystery food. Is this really a good idea? Fine, I guess if this is what you want, you open the container and you just barely manage to keep from throwing up. But just barely. The stench is overwhelming. Yeah, give me a minute. You hazard a look at the contents of the container, but you also can't understand what you're supposed to be looking at. Everything's just mashed together. What exactly everything consists of is a mystery you're more than happy to keep unsolved. Different shapes, different sizes, different textures. Not the color, though. All of it is the same color. The most unfortunate looking shade of gray you've ever seen. Tinted with a nauseatingly wet green film over the top. Ew! Don't toss it out! Why does the cat want this? Am I supposed to warm it up, or you don't really know how to serve it? Any utensil or plate that touches it is getting thrown out immediately. No exceptions. Your hands are going to be scrubbed with soap and hot water to within an inch of their lives after this. You decide against putting this crap in your microwave. You doubt it would taste or smell any better warm. You don't want to hold it anymore. You shake your head and practically toss the container next to the cat on the counter. The cat enthusiastically dives for the toxic-looking sludge, sniffing as if it's savoring the scent. You turn to the fridge and close it. You've lost your appetite. You're about to head to the bathroom to wash your hands for the next hour or so when... Ow! sharp pain in your foot causes you to stumble. You catch yourself on the kitchen sink and look down to see that the tip of your sock is red. And the red is still slowly spreading the rest of your sock. Are you bleeding? You quickly reach down to pull off your sock to see the damage. Oh. Your middle toe is gone. It's just gone. Just the stump is left in its place, steadily leaking blood onto the floor. You clumsily step back as if it would help you get away from what you are seeing. The blood trail simply follows your movements. 911. You have to call 911. Phone, where's the... Off. Gurgle. Your tongue is... Okay, so this is like that running dish in the back is like some kind of voodoo meal. That's odd. You slowly look over to find the cat still eating, completely unbothered by your suffering. Not bothering to try and stop the blood from dribbling out of your mouth, you keep watching in a daze as the cat happily chews at a gross piece of... Wait, that's... You look more closely at the mystery food in the cat's jaws. It looks vaguely familiar. It looks like... Before you can even think to do anything to stop it, the cat dives into the container again and bites into a piece that looks... Go! You collapse to the floor, clutching your torso. You wreath around on the blood-streaked tiles, crying. Something inside you just... Blurg. Blood pours out from deep within you. Whatever that was felt important. And now it's probably gone too. It hurts. It hurts so much. I mean, he lost his tongue. I have to, talk with the tongue sticking out. You weakly try to reach up to the cat on the counter above you. Your vision blurs from the effort, from the pain, from your tears, from... Your eyes. Your eyes! You fall limply back to the floor. You're leaking blood all over. From all over. Your foot, your mouth, your insides, your eye sockets. You can feel your life fading away too. That's fine. It means not feeling the pain from losing another part of you then. Hopefully the cat will take its time eating your eyeballs and give you time to just... Uh-oh. Why didn't that work? Yeah, hang on, tits ain't working. I think it should be working now. No? Why aren't you working, tits? Hang on, let me reboot it. It just takes a while to load up this growing program, and I seem to be having issues with it now and then. Ugh. Come on, load. I'm about to look for another drawing items option. Okay, are you working now? Yeah, you're working now. Okay. You're so stubborn. Back to the thing here. Ending 10, you are what you eat. Okay. So we had some different options to feed the cat. Let's choose something else. Give it the tuna. Cat likes fish, right? Sure, you take out the tuna for the cat and the meatloaf for yourself. You put the frankly ominous container back in the fridge. The cat looks a little disappointed. Tough. You'll need to dispose of that weird whatever it is later. You open the tuna and spoon it into a small saucer. You put the saucer on the kitchen counter next to the cat. You don't think you should be encouraging it to eat up there. But if you figure it'll make up for electing not to feed it the toxic goop it wanted, cat looks like it finds the tuna acceptable. He'll take it. Eat up, kitty. Here, kitty, you can have a cheeseburger. As the cat digs into its meal, you go about heating up the meatloaf in the microwave. While sitting the time, you hear, huh? You turn to see that the plate is completely empty. Whoa, that was quick. You need to pace yourself. What the? You watch baffled as the cat continues to hiccup, causing little bubbles to float out of its mouth. Using bubble. I don't see the problem here. Okay, that's okay. You can process this. It's not completely out of the realm of what's possible, right? Right. That's not to think too hard about it. Soon enough, the room is full of the floating bubbles. The cat releases a final tiny bubble before yawning and laying down right there on the counter. Well, glad you enjoyed it. Bubbles haven't left the room or popped. They seem to be pretty resilient. Wait, what? What's that? As one of the bubbles float closer to you, you see that there's actually something inside it. Tiny, furry fish? This is just getting weirder and weirder. So, you can't help but marvel at the impossible wonder in front of you. Little furry fish. You lift a hand. You extend a finger towards a bubble. Carefully press it against the surface. The little fish inside lashes out, viciously sinking tiny fangs into your finger. It doesn't really hurt that much at first, but then... Ow! What? Pain starts to climb your finger to the rest of your hand, past your wrist. Could it be some kind of venom? You fling your arm around and attempt to dislodge the fish, but... Yeah! You accidentally knock your arm into several of the bubbles floating around. More tiny, ravenous fish latch onto your flesh. You stumble back out pain with a sudden bout of dizziness, only to bump into more bubbles. More fish digging their teeth into your back. Yeah, it hurts. You're getting dizzy. You've got to get out. You dolorously try to stumble out of the kitchen, but the entire room is filled with the deadly bubbles. By the time you collapse to the ground, you're absolutely covered in tiny, angry, biting fish. Your legs, your torso, your arms, your face. The pain is unbearable. You can feel in your skin, in your teeth, in your eyes, in your hair, and it's also consuming you. You can't even feel yourself convulsing or crying. You don't black out. Your eyes are still rolling up into your skull when you gasp out for last breath. Ending 8. Fish out of water. Fish out of water! This cat is just nothing but trouble. Alright, we're giving the cat meatloaf. You get the feeling the cat won't be too impressed with anything that comes out of the can, and you're not about to feed it whatever the heck that toxic-looking sludge is. So it's settled. A tuna sandwich for you, and leftover meatloaf for your feline guest. You ignore the cat's disappointed meows as you put the weird container back in the fridge to dispose of later. You warm up the meatloaf in the microwave. You place the now warm meatloaf on a saucer next to the cat on the counter. You don't think you should be encouraging it to eat up there. Hey, Coral.
No, I'm okay. No. No. I'm okay. No.
俺の名はドン・キホーテ・ド・フラミンゴ。
But we're doing well, Coral. As I said, the people that come in here, trigger warning for this game, it's kind of got dark themes. I guess a visual novel. I think I'm almost done with it anyway. I think we're just feeding the cat meatloaf. But you figure it'll make up for electing not to feed it the toxic goop it wanted. Ow. Why are you throwing up there? God damn, his tits not working again? No. Tits, you're getting on my last nerves. Getting ready to get rid of you. Alright, there you go. There's some Pokeballs for you. But you figure, I already read that. The cat looks like it finds the meatloaf. Interesting. Works for you. Eat up, kitty. As the cat digs into its meal, you go about searching for some bread for your tuna sandwich. You're so distracted by your search that you only just barely hear, huh? You turn around to see that the meatloaf has only one, maybe two bites taken out of it. Oh my god. Poro abusing the redeem. Meh. And then I don't know what sub beyond through. Oh, it was a chair. But more alarmingly, there seems to be a red trail of something leading away from where the cat had been sitting. And off the edge to the counter towards the living room is that blood? You jump at the strange sound coming from around the corner, further into your apartment. You attempt to steal your nerves. Taking a breath, you walk around the counter to head into the living room. Splat. You stepped into something warm and wet and red. You resist the urge to vomit and step away from the trail of... You follow the trail to the living room and see that leads into the hall. Excuse me. It's getting louder. It's definitely in the hall. We didn't mean you. Get out of here. Get the hell out of here. You feel like you can hear your heartbeat. You hope whatever it is in the hall can't. Your body shakes as you feel yourself step forward. And forward. And forward. And forward. You peek around the corner. Nothing. There's nothing there. What? You walk further into the hall and see that the trail leads all the way down the end of it. But there's nothing there. You don't quite feel relief, but at least you feel something wet and warm drip onto your cheek. Something very warm. You swipe your shaking hand across it and pull it back to see your fingers covered in something. You look up and see what can only be described as meat. The entire ceiling of the hallway is covered in a thick, undulating, writhing layer of pulsing meat. At its center is a single glowing eyeball, frantically rolling around in every direction. Until it lands squarely on you. You try to take a step back, desperate to escape the hallway, to escape this thing. But before you can even scream, the meaty tendrils shoot out and grab you. No! Let me go! They pull you up, and up, into a pair of slowly opening jaws. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I got 7 TV emotes now. Koro just used one of them. And then... Oh. Ending 9, Leftovers. Oh. Something's happening. Hi there.
Oh no, not the fish tacos.
Fish taco. In days leading up to my meeting with it, I'd been obsessed with a memory. Someone precious to me had found someone precious to them. My best friend. My only friend. I was happy for truly. But then I'd been happy for the others too. They promised it wouldn't happen to me again. That they knew how it felt to be told by someone you cared for that they'd outgrown you and your friendship. That they'd never, ever do such a thing to me. There's not a moment that passes now that I wished I'd risk the pain of their rejection and just believed them. But I didn't. I pulled away before they could, trying to protect my fragile heart. But it only hurt all the more. Selfish as it was, I'd wanted them to fight harder to keep me around. When it appeared before me, it promised to be just that. A friend that would never, ever let me go. A friend that would never, ever leave me. All I had to do was promise the same thing in return. So I have no idea what's going on. It's repeating. Weather good today. That good thing. Maybe good luck too. Yes, lucky. Lucky, 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 lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Okay, that's just lucky. Lucky. What's happening? Hi. How's it going? Or maybe it was fate. You tenaciously allow yourself to feel excited for the possibilities of where you could go or what you could do, and even who you could meet. You're so deep in thought that you almost miss it. What was that? Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a lonely alleyway. So I only just managed to reach down between the tall buildings on either side, until you enter the alley to walk forward, loose gravel and shattered debris on the ground, softening your steps. Finally, the sound source comes into view in a warm, almost an ethereal light in the alley. The end of the alley, a big cardboard box. This little fucker. Hold on a sec. I am not ready. I can feed the cat blood. Let's feed it blood. Cat lets out a sad, pleading little sound. It's hungry. It must be starving, so you look around to see a nearby shard of glass. Your body moves of it, knows what to do, what needs to be done. You take the shard and... What? Why would you do that? You carefully hold your finger over the cat. Dark red blood beads at the wound. Before growing heavy enough to drip into the cat's open, waiting jaws. It kneels happily at you. You smile warmly and lower your hand to the box, stroking your cat's cheek before laying it lap gently at your bleeding finger. When the flow gets weak, the cat meows for more. You squeeze below the wound, coaxing more blood out. You feel strange, a welcome sense of comfort from the odd exchange. A being other than yourself was hungry, and you were able to provide it substance. A small wrong in the world made right, even if so strangely done, and only temporarily. Ironically, it's that moment that you start to feel dizzy. You didn't think you were losing that much blood. You slump against the cat's box and listen to it mew in distress. You think it sounds worried about you, or at least you'd like to think so. It could just want more blood as well. The cat hops out of the box and into your lap, nuzzling at your stomach and meowing unhappily. You wish you could ease its concerns, but it's not like you can just talk to each other. You can't help but try to remember the last time you talked to anyone, actually. If you were to die here, now in this alley, hey, Calvin, how long would it take for someone to realize you were missing? That you were gone? Your thoughts are interrupted when the cat yells loudly, tensing up in your lap. You don't have time to wonder why, as a voice rings out from the entryway to the alley. Hello? Hey, you! Are you alright? You don't answer. You don't think you can. Your voice feels locked away, deep within you. The cat looks up at you with a long stare, as if assessing you. It looks back toward the voice with a final nuzzle to your stomach. It hops out of the lap, walking towards the alley's entrance. But then, its face opens up. It peels back and opens again. What the fuck? This is like some Resident Evil shit. Writhing tendrils peeking out from where you think its mouth should be. The stranger silhouette freezes in the light beyond the alley. What the hell is... And they don't have the chance to finish their question. The tendrils converge into one, before shooting out of the cat's jaws and piercing into the stranger's shoulder. Yeah! They let out a pained cry, a fearful yell. They clawed the tendrils, trying to pull them loose, but to no avail. You can't seem to process their screams. You stare at the creature before you, so different from the cat who meowed out of concern for you earlier. Stop the cat and let... Save right here. Save there. We're gonna stop it. You can't let this happen. You shakily crawl forward. Weakly grab at the conjoined tendrils that pulse as they drain the stranger's blood. When you tug as firmly as you're able, the tendrils pulsing halts. Cat turns to you. It makes a strange, thrilling noise that sounds like a question, but you have no answer. You can't even understand the question, so you simply scoop up the creature, the cat, cradling it in your arms. You gaze almost longingly at the light beyond the alley's entrance. You don't know what's going on, but you just can't sit by and watch someone else be eaten so viciously. Not when they tried to see if you were okay. Not when you could offer yourself instead. You think the stranger is set free, because after a sound of shoes hastily scuffling on the pavement fades into the distance. You feel something sharp pierce your back. It feels thin, almost like a needle. The pain passes quickly as your body adjusts to the intrusion. You're sure it wasn't so thin when it skewered through the stranger's shoulder earlier. But as you feel your blood leave your body, slowly as if being pumped out, it gets harder to think, and your vision starts to fail you. The creature in your arms makes a soft sound. You hold it as tightly and close to you as your weak arms can manage. This is fine. You're okay with this. You don't know if this will change anything. Surely the cat will get hungry again at some point after you're gone and no longer an option. But at least this time, you were able to save someone. Ending 28, personal care package. Alright, now we're just gonna let feed.
What the fuck?
Ah! Someone help me! Help! Gurgle. You look away as the creature devours the stranger, draining them until they're nothing but a husk of bone, skin, and clothes heaped on the floor. Almost like Cell, except Cell kind of drains everything, except the clothes. You feel awful, but what could you do? The creature is also a living thing. Shouldn't it be allowed to eat what it needs to? Doesn't it also have a right to do what it must to survive? You ignore the voice in the back of your head that questions if there could have been another way. It's not like you tried to see if it could eat anything other blood. Human blood. Now, did you? The creature purrs and rubs its side into your arm. You realize that after a bit of rest, you've already started feeling better. But you also think that something inside you is a little bit broken too. You're just not quite sure what it is yet. You stand and hold out your arms. So hungry? The creature trails happily and hops into your outstretched arms. Well, let's go then, yeah? You leave the alley together. You go out into the world together. The cat is hungry, and it will be hungry often from now on. Very often. Screams of fear and terror follow you both wherever you go. And without thought or care or concern of any of it, you just stand back and watch. Day 29. All you can eat blood Fae. You know what? That's like a plot for Resident Evil right there. They'll just get Chris and the new formed umbrella Chris made, and he'll just kill the cat. And then he'll tell his protagonist to sleep with his sister. Everyone's happy. Okay, I don't know how many more of these I got left. Take cat home. I think we've already attempted petting the cat. I don't remember if there are any other options. Okay, I can't skip this one, so interesting. The cat leads away from your next pet. It's trying to get out of your lap. Keep petting. When you scratch under the cat's chin, it bites at your fingers. You might be bleeding, but it barely hurts. More of a warning than anything. The cat struggles in your hold. It's watching you closely. Keep petting. You keep petting the cat. The cat bites off your finger. It hurts. You're definitely bleeding now, but for some reason, you just can't stop. You don't know what it is. Its fur is so much softer than you realized. You think that it would be shining in the faint light of your living room, but okay, apparently, if we just kept petting the cat, this happens. It's as if the darkness of the cat's black coat is sucking in all of the illumination around it, rendering it completely null. You're drawn to it, like you're somehow holding a deep dark abyss right in your lap. It seems calmer now, munching on your served finger. The stuff between your thumb and middle finger is leaking. But you keep petting. You fret that your blood will ruin its fur, but the cat no longer seems to mind. Time passes. It's dark out now. Soft as the fur is, your palm has started to feel raw and damp under the constant friction from your petting. You think faintly that maybe you've had enough. You start to lift your hand from the cat, and a flash. Damn. Your entire hand is separate from your wrist. It flops onto the lap beside the cat. The cat's claws on its front paw, or on its front right paw, glisten with crimson liquid. You don't feel it for a moment, but your body tenses, anticipating the pain as you blankly watch the cat lick at the bloody palm of your severed hand. It hurts. It really hurts. Then the cat looks up at you, and you feel compelled to keep petting. You're reluctant, but you're also afraid of what will happen if you don't heed the call. What will you lose next if you try to resist again? You were hurt for your insistent petting earlier, yet now you've been hurt for trying to stop. It defies all logic, but that's what scares you. There's no reasoning with such fickle whims. You feebly try to raise your uninjured hand to pet the cat, but it stiffens, golden eyes glinting dangerously. Well, alright then. You raise your bleeding stump and resume your petting to the best of your ability. Wait, so am I just petting with the stump? You pet. And you bleed. You pet. And you bleed. You pet. And you bleed. You pet. And you... Ending 7. Personal boundaries. No touchy. Alright, we've pet, we've fed. Fourth inspired board stiff, no box all day. We're gonna play. Don't you pet me. Look for some yarn. In every moving cartoon involving cats that you've watched since childhood, we believed, you can deduce with almost absolute certainty that cats freaking love yarn. Probably. I need a drink. You unearth some from an old box in the hallway closet that's filled with knickknacks from various abandoned hobbies. You consider just handing the ball of bright red yarn over to the cat and supervising from the side. But that would defeat the idea of playing together, wouldn't it? You cough a decent length of the string from the ball of yarn and go back to the living room. The cat is resting on the floor. It's not asleep, but when it looks at you as you enter the living room, you feel like it doze off right then and there. You fix that. With a smirk a little, confident in your surprise. You let out a piece of yarn dangled just above the floor, pitched between your thumb and index finger. The sudden shift in the cat's demeanor makes your heart start to beat a little faster. Its posture has barely changed at all. There's a subtle shift on the head and ears, slight tensions the shoulders, a sharpness in the gaze that it locks onto the yarn dangling an inch above the floor. The cat could still pass as being almost relaxed, calm, and yet the air is thick with its eagerness to lunge forward, waiting for the right moment to strike. You feel like you've just witnessed the awakening of the perfect predator. You're almost afraid of what will happen once you make the first move. But it will be you who makes the first move. You take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and... yoink! The cat lunged the instant you wiggled the yarn, but you're faster. It completely misses as you flick your wrist, making the yarn recoil out of its reach like a terrified snake. Having overshot the landing in its eagerness, the cat stumbles and looks around as if shocked as its failed attack. You generously click your tongue to help it reorient it. The cat whips its head around at the sound. You're slightly taken aback at the intensity of its stare on the yarn, but you persist. You wiggle the yarn again, encouragingly, and yes, maybe a little tauntingly. This time, the cat anticipates the yarn's upward dodge and leaps up to swipe at it. But you're already one step ahead, helping the yarn to dance gracefully out of reach once more. Come on, you can do it. It's a little condescending, but you can't seem to help it. For some reason, it feels a little good knocking the feline down a peg or two. At least it seems to be enjoying itself. You hope anyway. You keep going. Hang on. The cat's movements have gotten more aggressive. It must be getting frustrated. You could swear it nearly took a shot at your eye that last time. It had jumped so high and arrogantly. You've been keeping the yarn in constant motion, afraid to slow down. Your wrist is starting to get tired. The cat doesn't seem to be losing any energy, though. Like, it's getting faster and faster. Your wrist finally cramps sharply, make you lose control of the yarn's motion as the tip of it brushes lightly against your stomach. Oh no. Pain rips low across your torso, into your torso. Blood pours out of your mouth. In a daze, you look down and see red blooming slowly along the bottom of your shirt, around the tears in the fabric. Oh no. Oh no. You watch this long, thick ropes of something pour out from under your shirt into a bloody heap on the floor at your feet. A single red-streaked rope still hangs from you, connecting you to all that mess. Are these your... You crumble to the ground and topple over onto your side. Your vision has gone blurry, but... You can just make out the shape of something small in a deep, inky black as it walks over to inspect your... Oh my god, they're your intestines. Before it starts to giddily roll around in the mass of your bloody insides next to you. Yeah, that's kind of fucked. Darkness falls over you. The cat sounds happy. Nonsensically, you wonder where the yarn is gone, but there's really no need to worry about it. The cat seems content with the next best thing. Ending 11 at the end of your rope. Fuck this cat. We've done the laser pointer. I don't remember if there was a second option for laser pointer, though. Let's see. There was not. So then... hide and seek. How about hide and seek? You're not quite sure how this is going to work. Can a cat even understand the concept of a game, let alone one with rules like hide and seek? Here, just... You pick up the cat, turn him away from you before hiding behind the armchair. You're almost certain the cat must have turned and looked while you were hiding. Out of confusion, at least, if nothing else. Regardless, a few months later, the cat cautiously peeks around the armchair at you, eyes curious. You smile and scoop it up, holding it out in front of you. You found me. You win. The cat looks confused, but pleased at your praise. This time, you put it on the armchair so it can see your hiding spot as easily. You dash over to the kitchen, hiding behind the counter. It takes a little longer this time for the cat to find you. This time, when it does, it startles you by hopping down onto your lap from the countertop above. Whoa. You found me again. Okay, you win. You order little scritches behind the ear and under the chin when it leans into your touch. Okay, why don't you give it a try? You go and stand in the middle of the living room. The cat following you. You make a show of covering your eyes and turning around. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. You turn around and see that the cat is gone. Huh, you should catch on quick. There aren't that many places available in your apartment for someone for your size to hide. So without the opposite thumb's knee to open the closed doors of the hall, that will have to its limits too. Fair game. Okay, now where to look? Oh god, there's multiple here. Let's do a save here. Living room. You look behind the couch and the armchair, and then under the coffee table. Nothing. The living room's pretty sparse when it comes to furniture, after all. You peek around the corner, grab a chair, check on top of the fridge. You even open the cupboards along the floor, just in case the cat managed to squeeze inside. Nothing. You decide that's for the best. The kitchen's for making food, not playing games. You peek around the corner into the hall. Nothing. You're not sure what you were expecting. All the doors closed, there's nowhere in the hall for the cat to hide. You couldn't find the cat anywhere. You start to get a little worried when you hear a soft sound coming from the hall. You head to the hall and listen again. That sounded like it was coming from your bedroom, but you walk down the hall to your room and gingerly open the door. The cat trots out and runs around your legs and meowing insistently. It looks disappointed somehow. Perhaps in your apparently subpon seeking skills, but you lift the cat into your arms and look at your bedroom door. How did you get in my room? You know the door was closed, right? The cat wiggles out of your hold and runs out of the hall. You follow to see it sitting in the middle of the living room. Upon seeing you, the cat promptly turns around. Guess it wants to take its turn seeking? You're about to indulge it by hiding around the counter again when the power go out? Darn it. As you wait for your eyes to adjust to the darkness, you notice that the cat hasn't moved an inch. Was it scared? Hey, are you? What? For some reason, your heart starts beating faster. You consider going over to the cat, but when you do, it makes you feel like your life is in danger. You need to hide now. Oh shit. Hang on. I'm in the armchair. That was too close, I'll find you immediately. You've hidden there before and I found you instantly. That's not going to work. Just in the hall? There's nowhere to hide in the hall. You quietly slip into the hallway closet. The door won't close because the heavy box is not blocking after you squeeze inside. Let's try to move it further. That's if it hasn't heard you already. This won't work. You need to hide somewhere else. Hurry. Quietly rush into the bathroom and... What? Hey, why is the door locked? You freeze my eyes and how much the noise you just made by jostling the doorknob and hold your breath, listening. The sound coming from the living room, heavier than before, the more restless. Even if the miracle opened the door now, it would know exactly where you were. No good. You quietly rush in the bathroom, carefully closing the door behind you, only to place a hide in your home bedroom in your closet. You lock the door as quiet as you can by lunging into the closet and sliding the door shut. As soon as you search yourself inside the closet, there's a sudden shift throughout the entire apartment, as if something can sense that you're as ready as you'll ever be. As if it can sense that you're ready to be hunted. A horrible chill runs down your spine as you realize that's what this game has become. This isn't a simple game of hide and seek anymore. This is being hunted by a predator. It's prey. It never really mattered where you chose to hide, did it? As if in answer to your question, you hear a loud slam on the bedroom door. You just managed to hold back from making a startled noise at that sound. Your heart rate quicks up again, making it feel hard to breathe quietly, hard to breathe in general. Tears fill your eyes as you cover your panting mouth with your shaking hands. It knows. Crying in your hands over your mouth, trying to smother the choked sounds leaking out of you. You slide down the wall in the back of your closet into a heap on the floor. You flinch harshly at the sound of the door being ripped off its hinges. You flinch harshly at the... I already read that. Followed by the loud crash against the wall on the other side of the room, like the door had been blown away. The The silence that follows is almost too much to bear. Yet, a single sob escapes through your nose. You squeeze your eyes shut in defeat at how loud it sounds in the quiet of the room. Not much point hiding it anymore anyway, is there? You instinctively put whatever energy you have left into listening for footsteps, even as you emotionally shut down. But you hear nothing. 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 Then something slides open the closet door. You've curled in on yourself, knees up, back curved forward, head down, mouth covered. Eyes shut tight, so tight it hurts. You don't want to look. You don't want to look. But that's what it's waiting for. It won't end you without its final act of cruelty, of making you look at before it takes your life. So cruel. You just want this to be over. So, you open your eyes. You're gonna jump scare me, aren't you? Oh, you see something glaring at you from the darkness beyond the closet door. It looks disappointed. In the moment before you draw your last breath, you almost consider apologizing for being such an unworthy prey. Guess your hiding skills were just as subpar as your seeking skills. Didn't work. Ending 13, disappointing prey. You're halfway to the... You look at the door and several more locks other than you know you have. You peek over at the cat and all look at you, but you feel weight disappointment practically pouring from it into you. It feels almost like a warning. You back away from the door and feeling slowly subsides, leaving as you breathe again. There's no getting out then. You need to hide. Who's this on the couch? Fuck it. Are you joking? You have the feeling the cat will appreciate your lack of effort in any way. Like, how are you getting any closer to it? Stop messing around and find a place to hide. So it didn't matter. Okay. What if I just let it get me? I'm just gonna let it get me and see what happens. But that's probably an ending too. I'm not sure how many endings I got left on this. I feel like I'm close to getting whatever this so-called true ending would be. Gets you. Nah, you can't get me. Nah. I'm just gonna let it tick. I'm just right here, kitty. Come get me. Ow. How disappointing. You failed. Try again? No. Okay, there's no ending there. God, I still have 11 endings to find. Are you kidding me? Bro. This game is long. What was here? Okay, that was where we were picking options to hide. They're not kidding you. That was clean cat. Was there any other playing options? No, there wasn't. Alright, let's clean the cat. Want to get a second look? You realize that cat isn't exactly clean. Not surprising, since up until you brought it home, it's been sitting in a dirty old box. In an alley full of scattered garbage. Who knows how long. You've heard that cats can keep themselves clean, but maybe this is one of those times that a little human help couldn't hurt. You head to the bathroom, set things up, trying to remember how to wash a cat. You're definitely no expert, but you think the best way to get a cat clean would be carefully. You think carefully is the way to go. Cats aren't always fond of water, so you doubt it'll get a fan. You doubt it'll be a fan of an excessive amount of it. So you pick the cat up, place it gently in the sink before turning on the water. The cat is startled, but ultimately doesn't try to run away. Nice. You lather your hands with some soap and carefully give the cat a thorough half scrub, half massage. After a few minutes, you rinse the cat completely and gather it up in a blanket, drying it. Then you take a brush and carefully run through the cat's fur. Cat seems like it's in heaven as you brush it. Some hairs are sticking to you, but you don't mind. In fact, quite a lot of fur is sticking to you. Hey, Kelm, welcome. We're playing this visual novel horror game. I think this is probably the last ending I'll go for, and I'll probably come back to this next time. Because after this, I'll switch to another game that I got. I guess you're up next for the bath yourself. You try to ignore the fur and finish with the cat quickly, but more hair keeps sticking to you. How am I? I'm alright. I'm doing fine, just kind of a chill day. Your hands, your arms, before you realize it, they're covered in your fur that won't come off. It's thick enough that you try to just yank it off, but ow, what? Pain lances through the spot you tugged at. On closer inspection, you see that the hair is growing out of you. You can actually feel it now. Fur growing out of your back, your neck, your face, your eyes, your tongue. Oh god, it's like that Billy and Mandy episode to where Billy had that hair growth formula and just like rubbed it all himself and drunk it. It's even growing inside your throat. As you collapse and start to choke on the thickening fur in your esophagus, the cat leans up to lap at the fur growing on your forehead, grooming your hair as thoroughly as you did for it earlier. You think it'd be sweet if you weren't currently losing air. Still, feels nice at least, to be looked after and cared for in some way, even if it's just for a little while longer. The cat's careful grooming is the last thing you feel before you're no longer able to breathe. Ending 15. Self-care buddies. With that, I'll go for another. After all, there's the other way of washing the cat. We did carefully, we're gonna do quickly this time. Cats don't like water, you think. So a quick wash should be the way to go, right? You decide to do everything at once, filling the tub deep with soapy, bubbly, warm water. Quick dunk here, a short scrubbing there, then rinse and dry. Cat won't even know what hit it before everything's over. You open the door, click your tongue, beckoning the cat inside. The cat scampers in, curious of the newly available setting. You close the door so it won't be able to run out and make a mess of the apartment. Stealing yourself, you roll up your sleeves. You lift up the cat and carry it over to the tub. Your plan's already compromised, the cat starts to struggle in your hold. You probably should have held it so it couldn't see the water. Ow, hey! It scratches at your arms. You knew it wouldn't be happy about the water, but you didn't think it would be this irrit. Still, as mad as it will be at you for a little while, you know this is for the best. A deep scratch in your biceps startles you, making you drop the cat into the tub. Shoot, kitty! The cat doesn't emerge hissing and yowling like you thought it would. You rush over and dunk your arms beneath the soapy surface, searching for the cat. But if it bumped its head and blacked out, it would drown. But you don't find the cat. Instead, you watch as the water starts to darken. At first, you think it's just dirt from the cat and feel a little vindicated about your decision, but the water darkens further and further, until it looks like you filled your tub with black ink rather than water. Even the soap bubbles are translucent obsidian now. Something's not right. But as soon as you have the thought, you just felt something tugging you from under the water. You try to pull away, but your arm won't budge. Whatever it is, pulls you closer toward the water. You try to use your free hand to release the drain plug, but when you dunk your other arm in the water without thinking, it's grabbed too. Both hands restrained. You can't get any leverage to force yourself free. Help! You're dragged into the murky waters of the tub. You're dragged down, and down, and down further still. Much further than it should be possible for your bathtub. Can't breathe. You think you can't see either, but as you draw your final breath, you think you'll see what's been pulling you down. Something resting deep, deep down below. Something's waiting for you. Ending 14, Bath Hater. What else is there? I think I've done all of this. I don't see how there's... Do something alone? There was an option when watching the movie. Yeah, like we were gonna watch the movie. Last time we picked to sit on the floor. This time we're gonna try and get the chair back. You square your shoulders. Sorry, kitty, but that's my spot. Give Koi a bath. He's stinky. Smells like seafood and pumpkin. Talking about. You pick up the cat and place it on the floor. It's clearly upset with you. When you try to pet as an apology, it dodges your hand and scampers away. You shrug and put on a random movie before nestling into your chair. It's some horror film that you love to heckle from beginning to end. Nothing but an endless string of pointless jump scares. Did the writers not know the meaning of the word? I'm about getting mad with tits. This is the third time tits is fucking up. Anyway, Corey, you missed. Did the writers not know about the meaning of the word subtle? What was that? Is that in the bathroom? Cat must have gone into the medicine cabinet or knocked something over. Ah! Calming your thundering threat with a deep breath, you pause the movie and get up to investigate. Whoa. Cat dashes between your legs from the hall. Fleeing the scene only makes you look guiltier, you know. Where the heck are getting all these Vaporeos? That's just what happens when you lurk in the streams. I don't know. That's just my guess anyway. You're even more reluctant to see the damage now. You just want to relax and watch your bad horror movie. You go into the bathroom and turn on the light. Just you thought all the stuff in your medicine cabinet is scattered on to the tiles. You sigh. At least none of it looks broken or damaged. You crouch down to pick everything up. The door just closed. Did you bump it when you crouched down, or... Well, at least the cat can't come in and make more of a mess this way. The lights? Didn't you just replace the bulbs? Weren't they faulty? They were faulty, were they? You never remember to hold on to your receipts for situations like these. You doubt you'll be able to get your money back. Nosferatu, is that you? You stand up. You shake out the pain in your knees from crouching and open your medicine cabinet. Carefully, you place everything back where they belong, make sure nothing's missing. You close the cabinet door. Okay, thanks, game. You jump back, slamming against the wall, covering your mouth. You look back at the mirror on the medicine cabinet door to see. Nothing. Nothing? What the hell? Something was... You know you saw something just now. You know you did, right? Oh no, not quick save. Oh, well, Too late now. Oh, look. That cat's looking at me from there. Interesting. You definitely saw something. You rush out of the bathroom, slam the door behind you without looking. You enter the hall and... No. No. You shoved yourself into their arms and... Nothing. Nothing again. You peek through your fingers and see... just your usual hallway. You don't feel very good. You need to sit down. You carefully make your way to the back of the living room. Try not to overwhelm your senses anymore than you already have. Maybe you should watch something a little more lighthearted, or just lie down instead. You don't know. It's a little hard to think. You just need to sit down. Stumbling forward, you reach your chair, but... It's nothing. It's nothing at all. Just the cat sitting back in your chair again, look up at you curiously. But it's enough. Your heart lunged so harshly out of a mixture of fear and anticipation that it completely gives out. Your eyes roll up into your skull. You feel yourself falling back. You're dead before you even hit the ground. Ending 4. Ending 4, real subtle. You saw something. Oh, it didn't matter which one I picked there, did it? Nah. Okay. Okay, good. This one's still here. Do something alone. Are there any other options to clean the apartment? Keep cleaning. You can go, there's more mess, and more, and more. When you finally stop and look all around you, you don't even recognize your home anymore. There's piles of junk everywhere. Do you even own this much stuff? You don't remember ever buying or receiving most of it. The piles tower over you. You feel claustrophobic. The stench of garbage is overwhelming, despite your hands feeling raw from all the cleaner fluid you've been using. Your eyes still burn from the bleach. You need some air. You need to get out of here. You hear a crash and see a teacup from you're certain you don't own smashed on the floor. You look up to see the cat perched on a teetering pile of china and kitchen appliances. It carefully nudges over a teacup from the pile, sending it careening to the ground. But you don't even flinch as it shatters. Instead, you start to chuckle. Suddenly you're laughing. It's so hilarious that tears start running down your face. I knew it was you. You did this, didn't you? You picked up the largest piece of ceramic from the broken teacups. Didn't you? You throw it at the cat. The cat dodges by leaping off the pile. The pile sways. It sways. It's falling. It's falling towards you. You can't move. You're buried. The pile fell in on top of you. Broken shards of fine china and sharp utensils are piercing your skin, your organs. Your bones feel loose and limp, crushed under the heavy appliances. Warm liquid pools under you. With the last of your strength, you listen as the cat pads over to you before laying down and purring sleepily. Yeah, a nap sounds pretty good. Ending 1. Oh, hey, it's the first ending. Okay, do something else. So we've done those. I don't remember what the choice was for taking out. Right, it was... Yeah, the cat was sleeping on our bed. We chose to sleep next to it. Or I move it this time. You tentatively nudge the cat in an attempt to make it move on its own. It doesn't budge in the slightest. Keep trying, this is your bed. You push a little more firmly this time. The cat sounds annoyed with you. You will sleep in your own bed. The cat opens one yellow eye and slides it up to look at you. Is its voice a little deeper than before? Move the cat. You move forward, ready to shove that cat with all your... You're thrown back by some invisible force and crash into the dresser before falling to the ground. Wind knocked out of you. You look up in a daze. You don't quite comprehend what it is you're seeing. A strong swirling wind is picked up, throwing items all over the place, as if a miniature hurricane had just taken form in your room. And right there in the center of it all is the cat, hovering in the air above the bed, its eyes open, glowing like molten lava. You watch as a vortex rips open the center of your bed, and panic as the swirling wind turns into a vacuum, dragging you towards the bed. Your nails catch and tear as you're desperately trying to cling to the carpet. The floorboards, any and every piece of furniture within your reach. Bloody fingers slipping clumsily on every surface. But there's nothing you can do. As you touch the vortex, your body starts to disintegrate. Tiny particles of your body separating and floating into nothing. The last thing you see is the cat landing nimbly on the bed and eating at your sheets, before it curls up and falls back asleep. Ending 5. Do not disturb. Was there another option for the bed one? Let's see. What if I do something else? Nope. Nope, that's the same ending. Okay, we're gonna... Still not ready, huh? I don't know what other endings there are. You saw something, you definitely... Oh, I don't want to load here. No, I don't want to load here. Okay, you're just gonna make me do this again? Alright. What endings am I missing? $23? Where was that at? The not alone one? Okay, unless I may have an idea there. Such just cats here and there, and you could see things working out, sure. My problem's been making you waver this whole time. We sensibly ignore the problem being you can't trust this cat. It sounds ridiculous, even in your head. Cats don't require trust to care for. They're incapable of betrayal or deception, specifically because, like other animals, they only seek out the most basic essentials of living, procreation, and comfort. Now this isn't something that could ever logically be applied to them, and yet you feel it. That behind that gut-wrenchingly adorable face is something dangerous. And that something brought you here. It called you here. You're a curious person, but even you can't shake the deep instructional desire to get away from it, get away, get away, get away, get away. The cat's face looks blank. It's an expression you've seen on many cats before, but something about it feels sharp. Like it's aware of your thoughts and your intention to leave. and it's daring you to try. You slowly stand up. The cat tracks your movement with its eyes, not bothering to move its head. You don't say a word. You try not to even think. Get away, get away. Get it away now. But you don't really succeed. You turn around, quickly leave the alley, feeling those sharp eyes on you the whole way. When you get a good distance away, you finally take in deep gulps of air. You feel better now, and there's still plenty of time left to enjoy your day off. As long as you forget everything that just happened. But what to do? Oh, the text is different. Go watch a movie. Hang on, no, you know what? Go back. That's a save right there, right? We're gonna watch a movie. What else is a film? Old theater. Go to old theater. Head inside. What the? How did you get back here? Get away. You leave the alley quickly. What now? You spend the day at the carnival, Ferris wheel, roller coaster, ferro boat, rides you've been on before, games you played before, food you've eaten before, fun together, making memories. Then there's you. Tracks you've never seen before. Let's go to the mirror house. You enter the maze. The cat's face looks... Get away. You leave the alley quickly. Go to new cinema. It's just following me. The cat's face looks... Get away. Leave the alley quickly. Now, dog park. Try to take a park zone. Only within your walking distance of the day is a nearby dog park. You think will make you feel even better. Several of them, in fact. Lots of dogs. Look at all these dogs, so cute. Dogs are disgusting. They should die. You decide to move on. The dogs are also adorable. They want to pet every single one you come across. You know that all owners are cool with strangers just walking up and maintaining their pets. Not all dogs appreciate either. You stroll around the path, trying to exude a welcoming aura that will beckon one of these cute doggies to you. You don't have to wait very long. You stop at the smallest, cutest puppy you've ever seen, scampers to you, blocking your path. Puppy. You pick up the puppy and... Oh. You, well, the cat's face looks... It's... You leave the alley quickly. Let's go home. Wait, haven't you done this before? You feel sick. Looking around, you suddenly realize that, unlike earlier, there isn't a single person in sight. You're alone. You're completely alone. So why do you feel like you're being watched right now? You feel your heartbeat start to race. You need to get home, now. You walk back home, the feeling of eyes on your back getting worse with each step. By the time you're tumbling with the keys at your door, you're soaked through the cold sweat. Your skin prickles and itches. The heavy gaze you feel might as well be eyeballs physically piercing into your flesh, sticking out unnatural. You finally get inside, and... The wave of your relief and sight that escapes through the lips actually causes you to physically shudder. The horrible feeling from early immediately dissipates as if it was never there. In the wake of his departure, you lift shaking and cold in your wet-soaked clothes. But you're too relieved to care. Exhausted, you mentally pass on the very concept of eating and head straight to your bedroom. You open the door and... Not again. No. No! You back up in fear, eyes trained on the cat with its horrifying grin. You need to escape. You need to get out. But if even home isn't safe anymore, where will you go? You risk a glance around you and you see the walls all around you have become fleshy and lined with sharp teeth. The ground now a tongue writhing under your feet. In horror, you realize that the alley's entrance is getting smaller and smaller, closing like a mouth. You try to run for the exit. Nowhere to hide. But trying to run on the tongue slows your speed significantly as you stumble and trip. No. You watch helplessly as the last sliver of light from the entrance tightens beyond a size you could never hope to squeeze through. As darkness falls over you, you feel the damp humidity of the mouth all around you. The walls of teeth, fangs, take their time closing in, closer and closer. Ending 23, feedback loop. We need 5 more endings. There's 4 right there. I'm missing one back up here. So, whatever ending 30 is, I'm not sure which one that one is. It's gotta be where... It's gotta be at this point, right? We don't take the cat home. I am not ready. Hopefully just ignore it. No, it just takes us back to here. Okay, and that just triggers that again. I'll just go all the way back. And hopefully stay this time. Does something change? No, we just get that ending. Okay. Huh. Where would that ending be? Does something change when we feed it blood? Not really. That's just the same ending. What else was there to feed the cat with? Yeah, we looked around the area and did the mouse thing, so it's not that. And the pockets was just the chocolate, so that's not going to work. Are there any options to play with the cat? Oh, that was new. Hang on, go back. Dig into your pockets. Oh, it flashed the guts thing. Air minus of the chocolate bar. Okay, there's this. check the phone this time. Basically, what happened here is we kept getting messages about the cat, and this time we're going to check the phone. Hi, friend. What? Startled, you whir around and instinctively jump back. You slip, smashing the back of your head into the bathroom mirror. You don't register the pain just yet, your eyes shifting wildly around the room. There's nothing there. Nothing at all. You feel dizzy. You dazedly feel the back of your head and examine your head. You can't really see anything, but it feels warm and wet. The smell of copper fills the air. The dizziness overwhelms you, and you collapse in the bathroom tiles. Oh, you reach for your phone to call the ambulance. The batteries are dead. Ending 30, Photobomber. Was that the ending we were looking for? I think it was. Yes, because now I only have 4 endings left, and they're all here. I bet if I continue, it'll be different. You've been enjoying yourself, haven't you? Yes, I as well. Still, all good things must come to an end, and I believe you are ready. You never take this thing home with you. You just can't. You're a responsible adult. You are. What to do? You are ready. Only one thing left. So, what should you do with the cat that has been very, very, very naughty? Okay, we're reaching some special stuff now. I'm gonna save right there. Begin restoration. What should we do with the cat that's been very naughty? Hint? What should we do with the cat that's been very, very, very naughty? Another hint. It's something it deserves. Something final. Another hint. Something it's been doing to you this entire time. Over and over and over again. Still following. The act of taking a life. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. And kill it. And kill it. Alright. I guess we're gonna kill the cat finally. This cat has caused us bizarre outcomes, and I'm beginning to think it's not a cat. Here we go. I'm gonna do another save right here. The only question is it possible? Really? Are you sure? Yes. Once you do this, you won't be able to turn back. Do it. Last chance. Are you really, really sure about this? Kill the damn cat. You killed the cat. The corpse lays limp and lifeless in its now blood-stained cardboard box. What would you like to do? You say there's no turning back, but... check pockets. There's no point. The cat is dead. You dig in your pockets anyway. Left pocket. String. Useless. Right pocket. Chocolate! You eat the chocolate. You have your phone. Take a picture? No point. The cat is dead. What would you like to do? What are you looking for? The cat is dead. You look anyway. You look to your right and left. Nothing but trash. You look up. The sun never reaches in here well enough. But you can tell that it's a beautiful day today. You look behind you. Nobody saw. You look down in front of you. Oh yeah, the cat is dead. What would you like to do? You're done here. You turn around and leave the alley. At least, you try to. As you stand at the edge of the alley's entrance, you see that nothing exists beyond it. Just an empty, black void. You turn back. And see at the back of the alley has become shrouded in darkness. You can't see a thing. With no other options, you step towards the darkness. Closer. And closer. Ah, of course it wasn't dead. You're bleak. You collapse to your knees. The front of your body is slashed open, leaking blood and guts and organs down your torso and over your lap. Note, you know that cats have 9 lives. Fuck off. Ending 36. 8 more left. Do not take it home. Oh, no load? Okay. Back into the void, I see. I never believed in unconditional love. Not even as young as I was on the day that changed my life forever. Still, I always assumed that they would come the closest to granting it to me. It's what they always say, right? That a parent's love is unconditional. The wounds they'd inflict on my skin and my heart had long since scarred over the day they dealt the final blow. Okay, I think I understand what this whole story is about. I'm calling it now. My dude's crazy. He kills cats for fun. I'm calling that now. Because he had a fucked up past. And all it took were 2 little words. Get out. The day they finally turned their backs on me, abandoned me. That was the day it found me. It offered me an unfathomable kind of love. A love that can be limitless, endless, powerful, all-consuming. A love unmatched. A love unlike anything that could exist in this world. But there was one thing that the love it offered could never be. Unconditional. Where am I? And so, you find yourself here, yet again. What? Who said that? And where is here? I can't see anything. Why? Here is here, silly. Well, do you remember me this time? I never would have thought of myself as being forgettable. I suppose that's the first time for everything. Your memory slowly pieces together fragments of a moment, an encounter, a cat in an alley. I took you home with me, didn't I? Correct. You were daydreaming so long, you even had me worried. Can you imagine that? Here I am, indulging a little in playing with my prey, only for you to completely zone out on me. The game's no fun if you're not present, you know. No, I don't know. I don't understand what's going on at all. Curious as you are, I should have expected that you'd have questions. Well, I suppose you put me in a good enough mood to be generous to hear you out. Very well. What would you like to know? Okay, this is different. Why do you keep killing me? Oh, don't be so dramatic. I don't keep killing you. I haven't even killed you once yet. Those are just thoughts and ideas floating around your head that I admittedly had a little fun with. You blame me? I would have gotten bored just waiting for you to wake up. You even made me kill you in the end. Yes, I suppose I was curious to see if you actually would. You certainly didn't hold back. You must have been quite angry with me. It's fine, though. You know what they say about curiosity, yes? It was my own choice, and besides, I got you back, didn't I? What would you like to know? What do you want? Well, if we're talking about my original goals, those are a bit personal, I'd say. And anyway, things have changed. Right now? Well, presently, I like to have some more fun with you. Your company has been very entertaining thus far. Given more time, and under different circumstances, perhaps we could have even been... Well, good things must come to an end. You can't truly want to spend what little time you have left in regret and delusion, right? Alternatively, I'm also quite hungry after waiting so long for you to wake up. At this point, I could go either way. What would you like to know? Where are we right now? Inside your head. The real versions of ourselves are halted in time back in our reality, though I doubt much time has actually passed. These things tend to happen in the blink of an eye, after all. Well, usually, anyway. Maybe I was daydreaming. It's the first thing that came to mind, really. You were on the brink of death, but instead of watching your life flash before your eyes, you got stuck reliving the moment we met, subconsciously coming up with scenarios in which you managed to survive. Well, maybe you would have, but I couldn't resist messing with your imagination a little bit. You did just start ignoring me out of nowhere, after all. You know now by how much I love attention. Your little thought experiments were rather amusing, but, if I might say, you must have had a pretty dull life to forego indulging in previous memories of bygone days, in favor of daydreaming about a single encounter, over and over and over again. I've heard of having regrets on one's deathbed, but this has been ridiculous. Ridiculously intriguing, that is. Or perhaps rather than regrets. I was what you found intriguing? Am I still dreaming? You're lucid, I'd say, since you finally remembered me and all. Seems you're finally ready to end this farce. Amusing it has been. What would you like to know? How are you talking? What do you mean? I've been talking to you all along. Intriguing as your imagination is, it would have run wild without my help. I was guiding you the whole time. That was the narrator. Didn't you hear me in your thoughts? Like this? But you're a cat, how are you doing this? I'm quite powerful, yes, but also not so much. What does that mean? Besides, what makes you so sure I'm a cat? My appearance? I doubt I resemble any cat you've ever seen before, right? Then what the hell are you if you're not a cat? I didn't say I wasn't a cat, did I? I could be a demon, or a god, or an alien from another galaxy, or an interdimensional abomination. All I know is you're some eldritch cryptid horror. Or I could really be just a cat. It doesn't really matter what I am, does it? Certainly what I can do would be a more pressing matter, yes? A real cat couldn't have done all this. You're really hung up on appearances, aren't you? Do you have some kind of proof that cats don't possess powers like mine? I doubt it. And you know, it's pretty rude of you to keep going on and on about what I am, before you even asked who I am or what my name is. Okay, then what's your name? Well, I'm not going to tell you now. Learn some manners first and we'll see. Well, maybe your next life anyway. Have I satisfied your curiosity now? I just have one more question. Why me? Why call out to me of all people? All I did was call out for someone to hear me. I called out, and you were the person who came to me. Simple as that. Were you hoping for some special reason? I'm afraid I don't have one. Everything I've come to like about you were things discovered after our initial encounter. There's no big reason for any of this. The reason is far less interesting than the results that came about from our interaction. I only called to satiate my hunger, but in doing so, I found something far more valuable. I know for a fact that regardless of how this plays out, I will never forget you. What do you mean? I've taken a liking to you, human, and so I'll grant you another chance. Another choice. This place is... You remember this place? Being chased. Being hunted. Being afraid. So afraid. That fear that so attracted me to you. That instinctive desperation to survive. I craved it all. As I am the origin of those delectable emotions. You are already mine. But I will still permit you the chance to accept the reality of your fate. Human, join me, or perish. I saved it. I'll join you. Splendid. Come forward, my human. You step forward and pick up the cat. You cradle it in your arms, reaching up to scratch its head. Hanging out with an eldritch horror talking cat? Yeah, I'm game. Suddenly, you start to feel sleepy. But the sudden wave of fatigue doesn't cause you to sway on your feet or stumble at all. What's happened? Shh, don't worry. You no longer need to worry about anything anymore. Just sleep and dream those sweet, sweet dreams for me. Oh. Excellent. With this, you will soon become part of me. Oh, never mind, it just eats me anyway. Ending 37. Forever. How many more endings are there? There's 2 more endings. I'd rather die. I see. There's nothing left to say. Resigned to your fate, you finally turn around. It's enormous, shapeless, billowing like thick smoke in the wind, a shadow-like entity hours above you. So high, it looks like the sky poured down to earth. It's still pouring it even. It is unfathomable that your tiny world is even able to stand under the weight of the reality of such a being's existence. And that you and your fragile mind haven't fallen to ruin as well. You step forward into the monstrous miasma and offer yourself to it. Darkness, surrounded by pure and absolute darkness. You are very suddenly hit with the feeling that you are not alone. Like you've just stepped into an unbearably, impossibly crowded space. Your ears even start to ring with the sensation of countless conversations, words, whispers, screams, all overlapping. But you don't actually see or hear anyone or anything. You're alone, even as your senses lie to you, trying to make you think otherwise. You are more alone than you've ever been. Lies. Lies. Listen. Listen, please. Is someone really... I can't see you. Where are you? Nothing. Nothing left to see. Only hear. Hear us. Listen, please. Are you all trapped too in this place? No place. Us. All you see, hear, feel is us. Us and it. We are victims, prey like you. We are many, beyond counting. Our bodies gone with time. Wills left behind. Us. Us. We became what you see. This place. My pants person. Is us. Need you. Need your help. Help. But what can I do? It too greedy. Make mistake. Ate too many. We are many. Now strong. We are strong. Made it strong. But make mistake. Mistake. Error. Law. Weakness. Then why not escape yourselves? Too long here. Too long. One. We are one with it. Bodies lost. Minds. Wills. Us. All corrupted. No body. Can't escape. You too. You. We. It. One. All of us. All now one. I'm not following you. But you. New. Fresh body. We are at the end of this game. You come in here staring at the chat. You get out of here, you. Yeah, you get out of here. Still have body. Escape is possible. I'm gonna take a guess. The minds in here are gonna converge into my body. And from the knowledge they know will overpower this eldritch cat. Because still one with it. Even just you, if escape with mind, with body. It would unravel. Lose power, lose strength, lose us. Us, set free, forever. Finally, escape. Help. How do I do that? Remember, it lies, hidden in truths. Lies, lies. Escape, push forward, it lies. Persist. 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 No out of saves. Whatever. You ignore their words. Deep down, you know, there's no way someone like you could win against something like it. The cat, trying to preserve services, stupid, useless. A pointless effort. The hopes of those words, their wills, it would all be wasted on you. So, you accept your fate. You chose to perish. No, I didn't choose to perish. Get the fuck out of here! You're not sure how long it takes, but their pathetic pleas eventually grow silent. You almost wish they would have simply turned to insults and threats. This endless silence, it bears the weight of your guilt and shame. Long after your body fades away, it becomes one with me. Ending bears the thought? No, this is another daydream, isn't it? You're lucid again, in here? But how did you... Well, when you've been dreaming about the same day over and over, you kind of start to notice the patterns. Listen, I'm nothing special. I don't really have any friends. I don't like crowds or going out most of the time. And more often than not, I'm alone. Even in my home. One bedroom, one bathroom, and one me living alone in it. It'd be easy to say that I don't have much to lose. My life is admittedly pretty boring. But it is my life. And if this is my dream, then you're not calling the shots anymore. I don't think you understand what's going on here. No, you're the one who isn't getting it. You called me. You're the one who needs me. Whether it's to eat me or kill me or make me yours forever, it doesn't matter. I'm done here. I'm going home. You forget yourself, human. You ungrateful little creature. I give you my patience, my attention, my love. And you think you can just leave? I didn't have to, you know. I could have just eaten you whenever I like. But instead, I gave you time to understand. Time to accept what was happening. I gave you a choice. You? An unremarkable little nothing of existence who no one would even notice was missing if I'd just taken you as I plead, dreaming away about endless possibilities, never having to worry about permanent consequences ever again, about choosing wrong. A little world all your own inside your head. I offered it all to you. I gave you the choice to join me and have it all. And you refused. You said you'd rather die, didn't you? And yet here you are trying to go back to your choices, only to continue to reject me, to reject my love. So foolish, so ungrateful. Just like the others, you don't even know what you want. Another bundle of contradictions. You wish for solitude, yet you fear being not alone. You fear being forgotten, undesired, unloved. Yet even I, though I love you and desire you, even though I promise to never forget you, even though I am the only one willing to never leave you, you still reject me. Stupid little child, I'm done waiting. You do not get a second chance. You've made your choice, and you will accept the consequences of that choice. You are going to stay here with the rest of these ingrates. Forever. Have you ever heard of changing your mind? Such a thing doesn't erase your original decision. It has been permanently etched into reality. Do you think yourself so important that you are... No, wait, is this me talking or is this him? I can't tell. Do you think yourself so important that you are above facing the truth of reality? Okay, no, it was him. It's hard to tell. No, but that doesn't mean I can't do my best to make things right. I'm still here, aren't I? That means I can always make more choices. Better choices. You gave yourself to me. You are already a part of me. This might be a pathetic little delusion, but don't forget that I'm the one in control here, human. Oh yeah, that's right. Those twisted choices in my dreams were all you, weren't they? We help, running, and dream. What's... Persist! What are you doing, you useless traitors? Stop! You think it's about time I start making my own choices? I'm back in the alley. Not here. Good. I think I need to get home. I step forward out of the alley. This is going to be some getting used to. I step forward towards the entrance of the thankfully empty alley. I'm almost out of this place. Almost home. When suddenly... You're not going anywhere! Go left. Shit. Don't give in to it. Persist. And you dodge away from it. Go back. Go back. Whoops! Okay. It's turned to some kind of action game. Go back. Go right. Go home. Damn it. I overrode my choice. Where the hell do I go? Got to escape. Go watch a movie. Anywhere but here. Whole theater. Go left. Go right. Left. Right. Crap, a dead end. Stop running! Go back. Ah! He cut me! Persist. To the carnival. Right. Right. Left. This game was a lot longer than I thought. How do I get out? No escape! Get back here! The dog park. Go back. Go back. Go left. Go right. Go right. Damn, gotta escape. Got you now. Go right. Go left. Go back. Get back here. Go watch a movie. Old theater. Go left. Go right. Go left. Right. Right. Left. Back. Get back there! I'm just thinking of like the Jackass movie where the big guy's chasing Wee Man. Like, get back here! Shit, right? Go back. Left. Right. And where I found you. Go back. Left. Right. Get back here! Did I do it? Thread unraveling. Many us escape. Many free now. It losing us. Losing strength. Your escape possible now. No! You are mine! We go ahead. We go free. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you too, all of you. I won't forget you. Go back. No! Go right. Go left. Come back! Come back! Shit, left. Please! Don't leave me! I'll die without you! I'll die! I'll die! I thought it was a trick. It said push forward. Fuck. You have the strength to escape. At the end of this chaos, you will be okay. We are with you. Persist. Okay, so there's a storm over from here. Alright. It tricked me. I had to push forward. Alright. Go left. Come back. Come back. Right. Left. Right. Left. I ain't listening to you. Fuck you. Right. I'll die. Push forward. Wait! Wait! I'm back. Back where it all began. The alley. And in the cardboard box at the back of the alley. There you are. You look nothing like the impossibly cute cat I met. Well, what feels like a lifetime ago. After escaping and releasing the wills of all of your victims, all that's left of you now is an inky black blob seething up at me. The endless hatred pouring out of your singular eye doesn't scare me at all. Do not take this cat home. Don't leave. You're mine. No, I'm not. You took them away. They were mine. They're gone. You took them away. You took everything from me. They weren't yours either. Lo, you never had to be. If you were lonely, you could have just been their friend. But you didn't want friendship. They left because you tricked them. I'm getting confused of who's talking. It hurt them. You stole their lives. You steal men's souls. Every time. Never getting hear this pack. You brought this on yourself. Do not take this cat home. You are perfect. I'm not. You are. Don't need the others, just need you. Stay with me. I won't. I'd give you anything. I'd be everything for you. No, you can't. You couldn't even before. You definitely can't now. And even if you could give me everything I ever wanted and more, I'd still never stay. Love you. No, you. I do. So much. I love you. Stop. Maybe you do love me. In some strange, screwed up way I'll never understand. But even if that's the case, not enough. Please, don't go. I'll be good. I don't believe you. I promise. I can't trust you. I promise, just don't leave. Don't leave me alone. Please, I'll die. I'll die without you. What's going on? I hate you. Now that I can believe. There's nothing left to say. I watch in silence as the cat, as it, fades away into nothing. Goodbye. With one last glance around the alley, I turn and I go adopt a dog and leave. Ending 38. Do not take this cat home. Today's been surprising? Yeah, pleasantly so. The day off that started with admittedly crummy weather led me to the old theater, where I enjoyed a movie by myself. My laughter filled up the empty theater. The rain had stopped by the time the movie was over, and I was in such a good mood, I helped over to the not-so-new cinema. Not to watch another movie, but to play around in the arcade, earning a few high scores. With the gamer in me awakened, I went to the carnival to play some more, and was humbled fairly quickly. But I did manage to win a small stuffed animal at the ring toss booth. The design is questionable, and I freaking love it. The rides weren't so bad either. I got inducted into a group for a bit while watching in line at the Ferris wheel, bonding over our shared mistrust of the carnival's game vendors. I even shared a carriage on the Ferris wheel with a few of them, and exchanged numbers before we parted ways. My dude's get hidden on some people. He escaped an eldritch horror and he's having the best day of his life. I don't know if I'll ever see him again, or if anyone will ever call me, or if I even have it in me to call any of them. But having the option to do so is nice. It feels nice. Baby steps. After all, even that tiny bit of interaction, though fun, exhausted me. So I went to recharge at the dog park, feeling rejuvenated at the sight of dogs. Old, young, big and small, all running around, happy and carefree. A few of the owners even let me take pictures. Yeah, today was a good day. I don't think about the cat or it. I guess all that much these days. It was hard at first. In the immediate days and weeks that followed, what happened to me was all I could think about. There were days I blamed myself, days I questioned my choices. I went back to the alley more times than I want to admit. The feeling that always went through me at the sight of that empty cardboard box was so indescribable, so overwhelming. I'd sometimes break down and cry right where I stood. Nice try. It took a while, but eventually that strange emotion became clearer and clearer, until I had the courage to recognize it for what it was. Relief. I'd been afraid to feel it for so long, terrified to let my guard down. But that sense of relief finally returned. Relief that it was gone. Relief that I was free to live my life. However simply or extraordinarily I wished. The ones it had imprisoned. I never heard their voices again either. But that's for the best. Living here and now, never forgetting what they did for me. And what I did for them, too. For now, I think that's enough. At least, I hope so. And that wherever they are, they're finally at peace. I'm fighting for my own peace too, one day at a time, one tomorrow after another. Finally, I head home. My little apartment. One bedroom, one bathroom, and one me living alone in it. Well, almost, anyway. I'm home, baby. What? A little kitten flails as it awkwardly runs over and mews up at me. I kneel down, looking fondly at its hazel green eye. The poor thing had been hurt and starving when I found it a few weeks ago. But it carefully got its energy back after a little food and care. Did you miss me? Hungry, huh? Me too. It's been a long day. I smile helplessly at its cute little face. Let's find something to eat, okay? Well, I guess there is one more thing living in my home, and, at least for now, I wouldn't have it any other way. Ending not announced. Another day. What a game. Oh man, this was actually longer than I thought. It's already past 9, so I've been streaming for 3 hours? Jeez. I guess I just felt compelled to beat this. Get out of the way. Yeah, so much for just one more ending. I kind of got sunk into it. And you. Thank you for playing. That's a fun little visual novel. I like the story of it. I don't know, like, I feel compelled to get into these types of horror visual novels, even if they can be a bit graphic. But, yeah, I had fun with this. Great job with this one. No, Coral, stop. Coral, why'd you call him up? Now I gotta wait before I click the end screen to see if there's actually anything at the end. Get out of here! Okay, he's gone. Yeah, there's just nothing here. It's just calm. I don't know what happens when you press this, though. You just click it and it's a box. Oh. Play with me? No. And get lost. Okay, so I guess that's the option if you just want to play it again. Alright. As for those other 2 games, I think we'll get some another time. Fun, though. This is a fun little game. And found on Ichio.